Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for another edition of All Signs. What is ahead for this week going into, well, the tail end of February? We are moving on into March energy here. So let me know if you guys are here, if you're watching the live or catching the replay. We are on multiple platforms, not just over on YouTube. Most of the crowd is over on YouTube. Let's just be honest. Most of the crowd is on YouTube, but we are also on Twitch and Facebook as well. Looks like my moderators are in the house. Welcome back, Star, Papa, and Isis. And hello to our regulars, Elizabeth. We see JDW is also here. Don't be shy. Say hello, guys. Let me know that you're here. And I will interact with the chat as much as I can during, in between. Just a reminder, though, that when I'm in the midst of the story, I do not interact as much. I just don't. And if you guys, that's why my moderators are amazing, because they keep the chat going and they'll answer any kind of questions and so forth. So I'll try to peruse as much as I can, but please keep in mind, I'm looking at 3 different feeds. So it can be challenging for me. And if I miss something, my moderators will point it out to me. They always do. I don't think we've ever missed anything. One time we almost missed a sign. It almost happened in history, but it did not. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Do want to send my love out there to the East Coast right now, because, man, they're getting the blizzard. Okay. My area is used to blizzards, used to snow. In fact, we just got another foot dumped on us. I think our area is close to almost 130 inches of snow for the season. Of course, it's not all like added up for the season, which is pretty normal out here. But I know for the East Coast, you guys kind of got your fall spring, and now it's starting to get brutal out there, snowy out there. So sending you guys so much love. I'm from the East Coast, so I like to keep tags on my family and my friends out there, since that's where I'm from. All right. Are you guys ready? Is everybody back? Welcome back, Special. Guys, reminder, we have a goal going on here. And that goal is only found on YouTube. So if you are watching on Facebook and on Twitch, you're going to have to go over to YouTube. But the goal is for the faded dice. We always have all sign zodiacs where we go through all 12 zodiac signs. Of course, we look at the collective reading first, what the challenge is for the week for all of us, because that will intervene into, well, every reading. But we will also be doing a collective bonus here where we roll the dice. And if your sign comes up, or you have more placements that come up, that reading may be for you. But with the bonus one, if we get 5 sponsors, well, hot diggity dog, you guys get 2 bonuses. So, we'll see if we get there. All you got to do is hit that target over on YouTube. Once you become a sponsor, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We got a lot to cover here today. We do. We absolutely do. And I do want to remind you guys here too, that I messed up. Friday, I said that this was the last week here of this giveaway. Not true. I'm a week ahead. Yep. You guys have until actually the end of the month, which is next Saturday, for their Harmonics February giveaway. And I did go in and check, and we have about 10 tickets left. So if you become a member over at Harmonia Friends, you can go and find the giveaway and make sure you grab your ticket, because once these tickets are gone, they're gone. But we're going to be announcing a winner on the next All Signs week ahead. Okay, so make sure you get your tickets in place here for this giveaway. Lots of cool stuff in there. And we'll go over a little bit again, probably later around the collective. All right, let's see what's going on here for astrology news. So, all right, guys, what's happening this week? Well, the big headline is that Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces on Thursday, February 26th. Now, this retrograde is going to feel a little different. So this is not one where we're typically used to all the tech glitches and all of that. Yeah, they'll still happen, but we're in Pisces season. So this one is going to be a little softer, more intuitive, but mostly emotional. That doesn't mean things won't surface. It just means the surface through feelings. So think of it this way. Mercury retrograde in Pisces is less about that tech drama and more about emotional clarity resurfacing for us. So how can this come up? This can come up in past conversations, past feelings. Oh, I know Mercury loves bringing in past people as well. So things you thought were you're done with suddenly aren't. That's what retrogrades are known for. It's a review season. It's revisiting plans, revisiting creative ideas, revisiting emotional decisions. So this is not a time here where we're going to be bulldozing and making those changes. Okay. And the retrograde here for Mercury runs through Wednesday, March 18th. So we got a while. We do. Don't make those huge decisions. You're going to want to reflect on them. Now, here's where it gets a little layered in a cool, little wild way, because astrology news is not just about Western astrology. Also in Pisces season, some other systems like the Vedic astrology still place the sun in Aquarius energy. So you might feel intuitive spikes in inner knowing, but at the same time, you get to rethink the future when it comes to communities, long-term vision, and the systems you're building. So kind of a cool two-layer. I love to look at the different patterns with the different systems, and Vedic doesn't get talked about enough, and I feel like it should. So this is what this is going to be about. I'm going to be highlighting more of this for astrology for us so that we can get a better feel for it. So we got one that's asking for the feels and the other asking who we are becoming. So both touch on identity. Pretty interesting. I thought that was an interesting pattern, what I saw with both of them correlating with one another. So this is a week here that isn't just emotional, it's totally evolutionary. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up this week, not just collectively, but like in society base, things that happen worldwide. So we're still also influence of the solar eclipse from earlier this month. And we are building towards that total lunar eclipse. And I believe that's let me look. Yeah, it's Tuesday, March 3rd. That's the blood moon. And remember, the eclipse season amplifies identity, relationships, direction. So you may feel that pressure building up here this week. And another thing that we want to highlight this week, which is pretty darn cool, I saw that this was coming in place here, is that we have that planetary alignment. And that's happening on Saturday, February 28th. And that's when Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and sometimes we get to see a glimpse of Mercury with a visible eye in the sky. But we also have Uranus and Neptune as part of that. But pretty cool, that the big picture here. It's not going to be absolutely straight line, but it shows you how things are going in place here with the alignment. So cool stuff going on here. So that's what's going on here for astrology news. Let's see what the collective challenge is going to be for this week. The Ring of Fire. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, everybody loves Mercury retrograde. I'm being sarcastic, but I think Mercury gets blamed for a lot. It's easy to blame. It's not all Mercury retrograde. Okay, that's why I like to bring some of the other stuff in place. We can't always blame Mercury. We can't, even though we may want to at times, but it just is what it is. All right, let's see what's going on here with the collective message. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Spirit, if you can hone into the collective, whether they're live or watching the replay, what tarot card here represents us for this week and all the zodiac signs? We have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. True success isn't just about money. It's about happiness too. Interesting. True success isn't just about money. It's about happiness too. You know, when we think of pentacles, we think of money, but time is money. Abundance comes in so many different things. How are you spending your time this week? I also feel the energy here of earthly grounding needed. Grounding is needed this week here for us. And this is going to play differently in each individual sign. All right, let's see what shadow work is coming up here. Shadow work here is coming up. Light the darkness, collective. Darkness cannot dispel darkness. Only light can. So love, clarity, and awareness. Now, interesting, I just said be grounded, and here we have the light, which is above. So there's a need for equal give and take when it comes to this. But it's also reminding us here not to get lost in our shadow work. And I've been discussing that a lot, where we tend to, well, not all of us, I can't say we as a collective, but some individuals tend to use this need to keep going back into the past and not living the present. It's very important to go in and out to this level of being more in the present. That's really the key. You know, this is just to give you a perception and a light switch so that you can feel more grounded in this reality. So there's something here that and we're in that Mercury retrograde energy here, collective, that there are past things that inevitably are going to be coming up this week, especially amplified still because we're in between eclipses. We just really are. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out for us. What numbers are with us here, Spirit? You may see these numbers throughout the week or in your cards as well. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You ready for this one? We got a 5. We got a 5, but we have a 4 and a 1. So this is an opportunity asking us with courage here to be very practical on what we manifest. It's not huge things. I feel like there's a disruption here. There's conflict that is coming up, but I feel like it's breaking an old cycle here this week. A lot of us are going to have an aha moment when it comes to the past, and maybe it's like, I don't need to be it this way. And if we do, have individuals who come back up in the past for us, we may see it in a whole different light. Remember, it's not to focus on the negativity of it, but maybe the clarity here with love. Love always wins. That's always my answer here, is love always wins. All right. I can only come back to you tenfold. I just was about to say what the challenge is, and it was like, boop, nope, I'm going to pick the challenge here. We're going to do it this way. Okay. Spirit's really being exact today. We got the challenge here of the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is one of those mediocre cards, isn't it? It just really is. But I think a lot of people forget the dreaming part about it. There's something here coming up this week for us where I do feel it has to do with the past events here that weren't so successful, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But there's also an opportunity here that is being illuminated, but we may not be able to see it if we're too grounded with the negative aspect of the story. So yes, it's a card here where we can manifest very quickly as well on what we focus on. And the fact that the 4 of Cups is the challenge, I feel Spirit is saying, do not get lost in this essence here of the past. Again, it's to be more grounded in the presence with appreciation and gratitude. Huge this week. All right, let's see how the universe is supporting us. Oh, you know what? I never switched the sign. It's going to be Pisces who's first, guys, not Aquarius. I just didn't switch it. Look at this. We got a match, guys. We got a match. We most certainly did. I love this. I absolutely love this here for us. And I do feel like this is Two of Pentacles, so it's about really staying. I mean, how we're being supported here is that when the past comes up, we have those moments of reflection. I love this for the Pisces season too. This all goes back with the astrology news, is that those intuitive moments here of going, I got this, I understand this, but I'm not going to get lost in these feelings. I'm going to allow them to pass through. I'm going to allow it, I'm going to allow myself to feel. But how you're being supported here could also be in an individual that mirrors you in grounding and reminds you, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be the same situation here. I love that. Very cool. All right, so I'm sorry, I forgot to change the first banner, but it's actually Pisces. Aquarius, you're at the end. Your season's over. I love you. But in Vedic it would still be Aquarius, but we're doing it in Western here. So it's Pisces season. You had your time. So my apologies. I just didn't change the banner, but we are going to start off with Pisces first. Pisces is up first. And yes, guys, we still got that target going on. So please be on the lookout for that. We need 5 donations here for that to go through. No Friskers, there's no room for you. Friskers almost jumped on the board. All right, here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Pisces this week. Reversals are now up. We're using the Steampunk Tarot deck. Pisces, how you feeling going into this week? Here we go. The 3 of Pentacles here reverse. So this is like, I feel like you are wanting space this week. Keeping to yourself, not necessarily wanting to. I do feel like you're busy, but I think that you're busy here working on things that are important to you, or you just kind of remaining in your own lane. I don't feel this need here wanting to be around anybody this week, not with the 3 of Pentacles here reverse. There's disappointment here with relationships for this Pisces. This Pisces is pretty bummed out when it comes to people. It's not very people-y. Not this week. Let's see what you're walking into. What's the external reason for this? Oh, do you have an unruly boss, a micromanager of some sort, Aries energy? Or it could just be someone here who tries to control your moves, your motives. You know, whether this is a boss, whether this is a spouse, whether this is a friend, this is someone here who likes to dictate, scrutinize, and always points out the disappointments on your behavior, but never their own. Never their own. So there's something here where I do feel you just trying to build a shell, staying away from somebody like this. What's the integration of this, Spirit? Ace of Swords. Yeah, you've created some kind of boundary here this week. Now, this is usually a sword of remaining authentic. Discernment is in place, but I just feel like this week you were firmly putting a boundary down when it is, I just heard overtime. So some of you, it is this work related. It's like, I'm not putting in the extra overtime. I'm burnt out. Nope. I'm sorry. It disappoints you, but you know, I can get what I can get done, or you can pay me more. Others of you, this is a relationship here. It's just speaking your truth to an individual and not worrying so much about how this person's reaction is. There's a shield here, so you're very protected. You are. You also might have an individual here who's supporting you in this, and that could be that King of Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see how you're reacting here with that 3 of Pentacles energy reversed. Yeah, the 6 of Swords here reversed. This is a pattern here that you've repeated a lot with this individual. Right? Some of you, it's tough because it's a family member, but others of you, it's like a mirror of a family member. It's like, damn, I feel like I went through this wound again, and now it's appearing in a new person. It's just an invitation here. We didn't even got to the greater opportunity here, what it is, but I feel like the next card is going to say this, is that it's just an invitation here to put a boundary up. And I see you doing that this week. I do. I see you doing it. All right. Bigger meaning here. Judgment here, reverse. So there's just, it's unfinished business. It's something that is coming up that at one point you shoulda, coulda, woulda. And this week, I do feel this energy here of you. I don't want to say you're being a jerk about it, but you're putting someone in their place. You maybe even mirror back to them. So this is something here where it's like it's unfinished business, and it's an opportunity here for you to be honest, open, authentic, and just be real. What are you gaining out of this? Oh, the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is, the miser card. It's holding on to something. But here's the thing. If this is the energy of what we're trying to grasp this week, there's something here where it's like, I feel the opportunity is, it goes, no, here's my discernment. It's going to be your loss if you keep treating me this way. So I feel like Pisces is putting up their boundaries and telling an individual, like, if you're not happy with it, you're going to lose me out of this. Vice here from Spirit. Remember, no reversals on the Vice. And then Auntie has a message here for you. Look at that. Now we have the Page of Pentacles. So much coins are coming back here. This is an opportunity where I feel you're also pulling back your power. This is your opportunity here. It's like, if you don't like it, I'm going to do something for me. And what is it that you're going to do? Ooh, some of you, it's find a better position. Others of you, it's the being the tribe that actually respects you. This could be a whole new community, or this is just to be the family that supports you in the decision that you're making. I do feel that you have support here regardless, even when you're dealing with this person, okay? Whether that's family or friends. It's like, you know what? Snooze, you lose, but I have the support that I need. I don't need to be treated this way. All right, Pisces, your final message here from Auntie. And I had Auntie here. My channel messages were more based upon the retrograde energy and what to do. So even though you're all channeled, she picked on whose sign got what. All right. So Auntie says, sweetheart, this retrograde is in your sign. That means identity review. This is not a crisis. It's a refinement here for you. So how you present yourself, how you communicate, how you feel seen this week. If something from the past resurface, and ask yourself whether it reflects who you are now or who you used to be. Wow. This is about emotional maturity, not nostalgia. I love this. This went perfectly with your reading here today. All right. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We're going to move on to Aries. Aries is up next. You like the steampunk? Yeah, it's an Etsy deck. I put the link in my details. I have used this deck before. It's a newer deck, but I don't use it a lot. Aries is don't forget, guys, we have a goal going on. We need 5 sponsors here if you want that extra collective bonus. Hey, unknown feelings. All you got to do is look for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And these are collective readings. If you want a personal reading, it's tagged up there. You can see what my schedule is. But I can tell you right now, my private bookings are going into the end of March. So, yeah. But you can look. Sometimes I'll do personal readings, like one-off questions, when I have those kind of lives. But these are all signs so that I can reach more of an audience for you guys. So check your signs. You'll be amazed with what comes out, what your intuition wants to listen to. All right, Aries, how are you feeling going into this week? How is Aries feeling going into this week? Here we go, Aries. Oh, Aries, you got your sign. I love this. Upright. Feeling pretty damn good. It's about damn time. People are respecting Aries. I like this. Aries is bossing up this week. Let's see the external reason for here. Ooh, who's this feisty person? You dealing with another fire sign? This is someone else. This isn't you. This is a person here who's just as cocky, but they're cocky in an angry way, or they're playing victim to a situation. But someone here is feisty around you this week. This is a person here who could also be in revenge mode. You know, they're bitter. There's something about bitterness here that you're facing. All right, what's the integration of this? They're disappointed. They are. It's the challenge card. You got someone here who's disappointed. Look at this, the King of Swords. I feel like this is still your energy. Remember, you're all 4 kings in one if you're coming up as the Emperor. I feel that you also put a boundary in place here, but also be wary of overdoing it this week. You know, the King of Swords can be someone here who tries to pick up all of the pieces, and you're definitely not skirting around an individual. You're being very firm. You're trying to remain detached as much as you can. But this individual is testing you. They simply are. And I think you're realizing you're seeing someone be very childish around you. And this is an adult. This is not a kid. Right? They're just not. Reaction of this individual. Oh, see, they want it their way. That's what it is. There's a controlling aspect of this individual. They may be witchy a little bit. But this is an individual here. I usually call this my black spell card here when they're reversed. But regardless, this person here is trying to go against free will of another, meaning they don't like that you are ahead. But here's the thing. You are ahead of this person's games. So checkmate. Checkmate. I feel like Aries, you're just like, listen, I'm not playing games this week. I'm not entertaining it. I got too much to do. I got places to go. And it's not happening here. Greater opportunity for you this week, Page of Wands. I think by doing this and stating this and keeping this intact, there is also an opportunity here to advance in another direction. However, this advancement it's something new. It's something about spontaneity. Just don't overdo it, because I feel like you have an idea that is just starting. It could even be a big idea, but there's something about this week here is just creating time and room and space for it. And this is about you being creative. And this could be just someone here who's jealous of it too, that you have your shit together. And, you know, it could be that too. What are you gaining out of this, Aries, this week? We have Justice here reversed. So there's going to be some imbalance. I feel that this has to do with unfairness that an individual feels with something not going in their favor, but it's out of your hands. So some of you, this means a third party was involved and made this decision if this is work related. But I feel like a contract here that was decided upon is someone's upset because they signed it. They did something. It seems unfair to them. But it's also a consequence that they're paying here for entertaining this to begin with. All right. So I just feel like you got someone here who's pouty. Advice for you. Advice for you. Yeah. See, you know this person's games. They love to admit the truth. This is a person here who would be a white liar. They only tell the half truth here with you. All right, look at this. Dang, you got justice twice. See, what comes around goes around. Aries, this week it's coming around in your favor, but it's deserved. So this is something here where it's deserved. Karma is flipping around here for you. All right. Your final message here from Auntie is, darling, slow down behind the scenes. That kind of makes sense. This is not your week to charge forward. With Mercury retrograde is stirring subconscious patterns and old fears and old narratives. If you feel reactive this week, you need to pause. You are not here. Oh, this is perfect for you. You are not here to win an argument. You are here to understand the trigger. So I actually see you doing this. You are understanding somebody's trigger. They didn't get their way. They're having a tantrum. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aries. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move over to Taurus. Taurus is up next. My bulls. Change the banner. Oh, it's quiet here today. Tis quiet. It's still early, Star. Once we get, once I think we get in the middle of it, that's when usually people come on. So, but it is very quiet today. You know, I'm telling you, I have a lot of East Coast listeners right now, and right now they're all like, should hit the fan with the weather. It's really like poo-pooed on their plans because it came out of nowhere for them. They weren't expecting this much for a lot of the East Coast folks. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back, Corabelle. Of course, how you feeling going into this week? Reversals are now up. Here we go. We have the Page of Pentacles here reversed. Okay. There's something here. You know, the page could be, you know, there's always a naive kind of energy here with the page, but with the fact that it's reversed of how you're feeling, there's disappointment here of wanting to get started, and it's not really, it's not coming in place. So there's disappointment here that an opportunity isn't unfolding the way you want it to this week. And you may find that you have other responsibilities that take over this, or maybe you're waiting for an opportunity to come up to hear from something or someone. Could be that too. But let's see the external reason for this, because this is usually something where it's like, well, I love to get started and I love to be optimistic and an opportunist, but I'm not really seeing the opportunity here. Nine of Swords here. It's like externally here, this is the Nine of Swords. So I want to say this is more your external fear than it's dealing with another individual. There's something here about not hearing some news this week that brings up some external, and I don't know, it's just like it's missing. You know, it's almost like missing a deadline, missing someone, missing. This Taurus is missing. What's the integration of this? Ooh, the King of Cups. There's that person. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Well, if you're dealing with a water sign here, the problem is that somebody here went dark on you, or they're avoiding an uncomfortable conversation. If it's not an uncomfortable conversation, you got someone here, usually they're a really good listener. They're not reverse, so they're not like trying to be manipulative. But I do feel like this person here is looking at something else or being very pensive. I feel like they're still making a decision here. A decision is still being made. It's no news this week. Reaction here. Look at the Lover's card here. Now this is going to be a choice. I don't know if you gave somebody an ultimatum or someone said, I need time, but this week, as time goes by, something here brings up the fears of like, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're talking about it. I don't think I don't think anything's going to come out of this. It's this like nostalgic thing of fear, of rejection. I feel like this Taurus is feeling a little bit rejected, but there's also old fears coming up in place. But this person or this situation, they're really taking thought, and there's something here about taking their time, but the way that they're looking about it, I think it's in a loving gesture. It wasn't reversed. It wasn't something here where someone's trying to be punishing you. What's the greater meaning here with this fear for you? I just heard patience. All right. 10 of Cups. This is actually good. It may not feel like this, but I feel like the opportunity is creating space for you to be more emotionally fulfilled in other things and using your time wisely more in the present for you, Taurus, this week. All right. The 10 of Cups is a lovely card, but the opportunity is emotional happiness, togetherness, being with your tribe, your vibe here. It could be even with family, but it's a very celebratory card. Greater meaning here with this King of Cups. Greater meaning of this King of Cups, holding back or not having this discussion right now. Look at this Queen of Cups. This Taurus, this is nice. This person here truly sees you as a partner. They're really reflecting on how to bring something to light here with you. There's a lot of love here. If this isn't romantic, if this is just something here where you're waiting for a decision, this is something here where they're really being pensive about it because they want to make things right, or they want to give you the right kind of offer. So if this is, work related, it's someone here who truly values you in the company. Or if this is a client who's looking at a big package, it's kind of like, I'm really looking at this, but can I give the time and effort that they need? Advice here for you. Remember, no reversals here. Oh my gosh. Look at all of these cards of connection. Taurus. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Listen, this week it's guarded with protection. All right. This person here is really reflecting on this union or this offer to present to you. This week, you're not going to hear it. All right. But it's for you to also to let that worry go through and focus more on the things that do light you up. Remember, light the darkness. Darkness cannot dispel darkness. Only light can. So love, clarity, awareness. Watch where your thoughts go, especially with that 4 of Cups energy here. It's not over yet. It just isn't. All right. What Auntie wants to tell you. Auntie says, Taurus, my love. Ooh, this is good. Ready? Friendships and future plans are under review. What? She's picking these randomly with my channeled stuff. So this is pretty cool. This is all unfolding live. And I've never been, it's just been really cool how this works. So friendships and future plans are under review this week. The question for you is, who are you aligned with? Who are you outgrowing? Retrograde may bring a past friend or group dynamic back into focus. And ask yourself whether the structure still supports the version of you, of who you're becoming. Ooh, I like this here for you. All right, Taurus, if that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini is up. Sure is. Oh, sweet Isis. I like Taurus. I'm a little biased, though, because I'm a Taurus moon, but I really like the Taurus signs. I like earth signs. You're welcome, Ellen. Thanks for supporting me on Facebook. Facebook's always so quiet. And because I have to keep deleting the feed, bringing back the feed, people don't see the notification, so I got to repost it like twice. It's very annoying. I wish they would fix that, but it's hard to schedule stuff out on Facebook because the StreamYard thing just keeps dropping it, so I end up having to let it go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see how you're feeling going into this week. Oh, burnout. You are burnt out. You are really burnt out and disappointed. All right. Thank you, Corabelle, for starting the donation train here. We are 4 spots away, guys. 4 spots away from getting collective bonus. External reason for this burnout here for Gemini. Oh, yeah. Who's this? Gemini, these are individuals here who drain you. I just drain you. Integration of this week. You may even feel, well, I like this. I like that the strength here. You see the shield here. It comes to the Ace of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're getting support. It could be from an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini. But here's the thing. You're getting a little bit of an exit plan. Someone here's covering your ass. Some of you're taking a day off at work, all right? But you're being drained here by individuals here who want, please, I want some, it looks like Oliver Twist. Please, I want some more. Although they shouldn't be drinking at that age. They look like they're having a beer. Anyway, I don't condone that. It's just the steampunk. It's just imaginary. But with the Ace of Pentacles, this is usually a card here of a huge opportunity. And I feel like the huge opportunity this week is to take care of yourself. It is. Don't burn yourself out. And whoever this, and it's not just one person, it's a whole damn circle. So this could be you in the wrong market. Let's say you are, trying to sell something and you're like, why am I selling to individuals who just drain me anyway, or always want a sale, always want something for free. But I just feel very tired, but a bigger opportunity here is your well-being, your health, getting grounded. Some of you, though, is taking accountability. You have another here who may be working on with you, giving you fresh, new, solid ideas here. That is practical advice here that is needed for you. All right. Caring and nurturing advice is needed. How you're reacting here with this burnout. We have the King of Pentacles here again. The King of Pentacles came out 3 times for you, Gemini, but it's reversed. You can't carry it all, but you also can't keep pleasing everybody. And in the end, you get up, fed up, and it's not what you want. And there's a bigger opportunity here that is being shadowed to you in this Mercury retrograde energy here for you this week, right? And it's about individuals who are using and abusing you when it comes to your efforts, your time, and your money. And time is money. Bigger opportunity. 2 of Cups. It's time to have a heart-to-heart discussion, and this may be an uncomfortable discussion, but it's someone here where it's like, listen, we need to talk. We need to have a face-to-face, okay? A face-to-face. What can you gain out of this? Ooh, Queen of Cups energy. I'm loving this, all right? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I also feel like this heart-to-heart conversation might allow an individual to see a perspective of where you're coming at. Will they be compassionate and loving? They'll be understanding. There are some individuals here who, this is not a person who usually personalizes it, but they also don't tell you how they feel all at once either. But I feel this energy here of needing to have a heart-to-heart discussion. It could be a very uncomfortable discussion, but you can still do it out of love. And this could be having to do with just being drained by individuals who always want some more. And it's like, I can't keep doing that, because I feel like your health is really being affected by this. Advice here for you, Gemini. Thank you, Barbara. No reversals here. Look at this. Your strength is vital, but you also tend to stretch yourself thin. The dupe cards you have on here are wild, and this is why I like to use a lot of different decks. Okay. This is about your well-being, your stability. You're allowed to say it's enough for me. All right. So you're learning better boundaries here this week when it comes to your sovereignty. It's going to be huge, huge. All right. Your independence. It's like, listen, this isn't working for me. I got to go my own direction. It's affecting my health. It's affecting my well-being. This is not what I anticipated. Right? What Auntie wants to tell you. Sweet one, Gemini. Career conversations could resurface this week. I see that a lot for a lot of you in career oriented. Authority figures, professional direction. You don't need to make a huge decision yet. Review the plan and refine the message here with compassion. Your reputation is shifting quietly. Let it. Let it. Don't interrupt it. All right. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Cancer next. Cancer is up. And thank you, Barbara, for being a donor. And Corabelle, I do thank you guys. We are 3 spots away, guys, from unlocking the bonus collective reading. We're going to move on to Cancer. Barbara, how you doing with the snow? You all hunkered down? Did you get all the bread and milk? How about the eggs? Are you ready, my friend? You're used to weather like this, though. You're up north. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Cancer. Cancer, how you feeling going into this week? Reversals are now up. Cancer, we got the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so you're really sitting still. Sitting duck? Stubborn. You being a penny pincher this week? I just feel like you're in saving mode. You're not disappointed. You're just right now you're trying to recover from some kind of loss, or maybe you're just recovering health wise for some of you. But I just feel like it's like, let's see the external reason for this. Oh, the 7 of Swords, because you couldn't hide it anymore. There was something here that you were trying to fake it till you make it. And it's like, this isn't working for me. This is usually a card here of deceit, imposter syndrome. Sometimes I can feel when it's external. All right. That's my dictionary of it. But usually something here where a mask is falling. Externally, you're not wearing a mask. You're recovering here from some kind of falsity. Integration here for you this week. We have the 10 of Swords. You're letting the mask drop. And it is painful because you were hurt. And I feel like this week you're realizing all of this hurt, this pain, this mask wearing wasn't for me anyways. But at the same time, I'm just trying to set a firm foundation for myself. None of these are reversed right now. So this tells me that you are getting through this, as painful as it is. You're not necessarily hiding. Some of you may feel like you're hiding, but you're not hiding from others. You just are not wearing a mask about it anymore. Reaction to this for this Cancer with that 4 of Pentacles here. We have the 9 of it. You're working on your stability. You're working on your sovereignty. You're working on your health. You're working on your well-being. This is important here this week. Yeah, it may not be the way you're not perfect. You're not entirely healed. Whoever is healed. But you're sitting with certain things and going, okay, I'm going to make the best out of it. And this week here, you're definitely holding on to independence. It's like, no, I still have myself. I still have my health. Bigger opportunity here for you this week. 3 of Swords, to process grief, loss. This could just be a week here that you are going through loss or heartbreak. Things that didn't work out or pan out the way you wanted it to, but you're also really doing it in a healthy way. None of these are looked at as amplified with the challenge card. It's like you're looking at the disappointments and saying, okay, yeah, I understand it, but I'm also going to try to appreciate for where I am. I do feel like strongly you have a lot of things under review. But what you're gaining here is a new opportunity here when you're ready. When you feel ready, there will be a movement, there will be desire, there will be passion, there will be a new idea that sparks your creativity. It's just this week here, you are kind of going through a review period. And that could be highlighted with the Mercury retrograde. It absolutely could. Let's see what advice here Spirit has for Cancer. Advice for you, Cancer, this week. Remember, no reversals here. Tower. I mean, it's a valuation here of letting things fall. But once you fall, you're on the ground again here. And maybe you were holding on to this moment here, not ready to process something, but you're not bypassing it this week. No, you're not. It hurts. And it's healthy here to acknowledge that it hurts. It is. Because it's creating space for an opportunity that is solid for you. Solid. Is it happening this week? No. Is processing happening this week? Yes. All right. Auntie wants to tell you, Cancer, darling, belief systems are under review this week for you. Something you once believed strongly may no longer fit. That's growth. Not Cancer. That's growth, not betrayal. Retrograde is asking you to question gently. Remember, we're in this Pisces energy. You don't have to defend your evolution. You're going through a growth spurt. All right. That's what I got here for you, Cancer. Sending you so much love. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Leo next. Leo is up. Guys, don't be shy. There's quite a few people on now. Let us know that you're here. Say hello. If you are new to the channel, there is a little subscriber 5-minute, once you hit the 5-minute thing, then you'll be able to chat. It's more for the bots. It's not like I'm a snooty group. Okay. I got moderators who are here volunteering their time, and they like to enjoy the readings too. And that's why there's a 5-minute thing here. It's really more to stop the bots. Because believe me, they're out there. They're out there. And they love to interfere. And we barely deal with them anymore since I do the subscriber only chat. I'm like, screw that. Nope. We're making this an exclusive chat. Hey, Wildflower. Welcome back. Thanks, Debbie. Yes, hit the like. That does help my channel, guys. Make sure you're doing so. Where my lions and lionesses at? Here we go. Leo is now up. Leo, how you feeling going into this week? Oh, I'll send you love, Nancy. 9 of Swords. What are you worried about? There's some fears coming up. Ooh, some anxiety. Maybe having a hard time sleeping this week. You're feeling anxious. I feel a lot of anxiety. When you hit anxiety mode, it's about the unknowns, things that you can't really predict. External reason for this anxiety here for you. The King of Cups. Well, no wonder you have anxiety. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Well, the King of Cups is in reverse, so they're not doing it on purpose. There's another reading like this, but they're very loving, sincere. But this is not a person here who dives deep in their emotions to have a discussion. Now, they're mature about it, but they're reserved about it. They're mature about it, but they're reserved about it. Okay, what is this? What is integrating here for Leo? Knight of Wands. Get it. Get it. All right. I think this is almost like a repeat reading of another reading. I don't remember which sign got this. But there's some, this is a little different. You ready? Some of you, this is going to be spicy. Some of you, this is going to be spicy. Some of you, this is romance. All right. There's some nervousness with a person's advancement. And this individual here has some very inspiring and creative and flirtatious moves here for you, Leo. This is not a person here who would give away all their moves, but feeling wise here, you're going to see some movement here this week that makes you feel nervous. It's almost like you're going up the stairs and all of a sudden someone smacks you on the ass. You're like, whoa, what's that? And the person's really flirting with you. You know, I just feel this energy of a little anxious about someone's feistiness or attention on you. Now, this is something here that you may not be used to as well, okay? So hopefully it's not at work because that would be uncomfortable. All right, let's see the reaction here for this Leo. Hello. We got a match here. We got a match and they're aligned. Cat and mouse. Cat and mouse here. Okay. Your reaction here is you are anxious, but you're also reciprocating in a way that is kind of being served. Some of you, this is an office romance. Others of you, if it's not anything to do with romance or in that level, you have a person here who adores and loves you, but they are really testing you with wanting to do something or collaborate with you. And so this week here, there's some anxiety here of like, should I entertain this? Are they serious about this? Let me flirt with the idea of it. Okay. Let's see what the greater opportunity is here for you. Hello, Christina. Greater opportunity here for you. This is nice. You know, the two of you are being very playful. If this is platonic, that's fine. But I feel this energy here of receiving a gift or, but there's some nervousness here because it's like, is this for real? Is this person really like, why me? I just heard, why me? This person here has a lot of love for you, wants to give you some attention here, and they say you deserve it. So you are getting some kind of, you're being doted on this week, or maybe you're doting on an individual here, but this is something here where the reaction is it's very mutual. It's loving. It's reminding yourself, it's almost like this, like I feel like a kid again. It's nice. It's nice. There's some uncertainty here of like, is this going to last forever? But, you know, I think the advice here, we haven't got to the advice reading here because this is usually like what's going to happen next. But I think this is all fear-based kind of stuff. Just have fun with this week. Okay. Don't over analyze this or try to have some weird kind of power dynamic here. There's mutuality here with the two of you. And this could be like you had the King and Queen of Cups, but remember you're coming up as the King of Pentacles. And then your support card here was the King of Pentacles. So the two of you have an understanding. It's like, did we just become best friends? Yes. Like that's what it feels like. It feels like really good energy this week here with this individual. Advice for you. Look, it's nice. You're getting a gift. You may give a gift to them. It feels fair. It feels nice. I just feel it's an equal give and take. It's an exchange here that feels fantastic. It's enjoying it, but also it's getting used to it. And some of you with 6, 7, 8, it's like putting work and effort into this that maybe wasn't put on before. But this week, the both of you are putting the work and effort into this relationship. And it feels like an amazing partnership. It just does for this Leo this week. All right. Let's see what Auntie has to say here for you. Leo, my radiant ones, intimacy and shared resources. We can see that come in focus this week. Okay. But watch out for those emotional depths and the financial entanglements. So old power dynamics may be coming up because of retrograde, because it wants honesty. If something feels uneasy, you're going to want to address it calmly, but don't let pride get in the way with this is good. With old situations. So there might be something here where there's some old situation things that come up. So someone here may be bringing reciprocity. So don't let the old outweigh the new, because this is a new feeling. All right. That's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. We're going to move on to Virgo next. Virgo is up. Guys, we are now 3 donations away from unlocking the bonus collective here. Now, we always have one bonus collective, but If we unlock another, there will be 2, and we are only 3 donations away. And how do you do that? You just hit the target over on YouTube. Sorry, Facebook, Twitch. You could have to do the target on YouTube. But then you become a sponsor. We, of course, thank you for that. But then it will be released. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie just came on in here like an angel. Guys, if it wasn't for our sponsors, you would not have an extra reading. So make sure you're giving the love to them as well. This isn't for me. This is for you guys so that you get an extra reading. So we are now 2 spots away. Thank you, Isis. We are now 1 spot away. Thank you, Isis. Isis just donated as well. Our moderators are jumping in. Virgo, how you feeling going into this week? Here we go. We have the Queen of Swords here reversed. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. God, this is kind of a bitchiness attitude. Something's disappointing you. All right, let's see the external reason for this disappointment. Is it disappointment? Is it truly disappointment? Because there's a bigger opportunity here. 9 of Pentacles here. Oh, God. Do you know what this feels like? Thank you, Wildflower. Guys, we just hit our goal. We just hit our goal. I will change the banners out shortly here. Okay, but we just hit our goal. Thank you. Gosh, so ready for this? Virgo, this is being independent. This is feeling secure. This is feeling amazing. But there's something here that is messing up your plans. And not in a bad way. It's just like, God, I just got so used to being independent on my own. What's going on here? The Tower here reverse. Something here. Oh, God, ready for this? Something here is happening. It's not to you. Okay. What's going to annoy you is you're going to feel like this is the worst timing, but at the same time, the best timing as well. You just don't see it that way going into it. I'm telling you, I feel it. Okay. So, like I said, you're going to be very blunt about this. You're going to be very matter of factly. You enjoy your me time. You enjoy maybe you're a type A kind of person. Most Virgos are, but it's like they like to get everything. Everything has its place. But this week, someone's here moving in your place. So it's almost like somebody new is it with you right now. Some of you, maybe someone's moving in, but others of you, it could be someone new at work who's showing up, and it's like disrupting what you used to do, how you used to do things. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't leave my pencils there. I put them here. Why did this person move it? Okay. It's like all other stuff. Reaction here. The Queen of Swords energy here. 10 of Wands. It's like, I'm used to doing things on my own. I'm used to doing things on my own. I'm used to carrying my own weight. Just some stubbornness. I think you're just set in your ways. Greater opportunity here. 9. Shut up. I knew it. I knew it. You're just not used to it. You are just not used to having support. You're just not used to it. And some of you, the only reversal you have is the Tower is like, I just got settled and feel really good and chill and got used to stuff, seeing the light of the situation, not needing anything to fulfill. And now I'm getting help. Now I'm getting assistance. Now I'm being seen. That's a lot. But the 9 of Cups here is fulfillment. You got 2 9s. What are you gaining from this? The Queen of Cups here reverse. Okay. Someone is going to be a little pouty and upset. Maybe even angry at you a little bit. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. But here's the thing. This is a person here who does want to be seen, who is lets her emotions kind of override a little bit. Their emotions kind of override. You may mirror this individual a little bit, okay? But just think that if you don't take this help, or if this person here is moving in on the space here, trying to help you or be of a favor, there's something here feeling hurt too. And sometimes we end up hurting the individuals that we really care about, or they really care about us, because the 9 of Cups here, the 8 of Cups is like, don't allow the past to interrupt a connection where someone here is emotionally trying to be there. Now, this person here is also trying to do things differently from their perspective of where they may have fell short before. Okay. I do not feel this energy of like always an energy of like, this is an ex coming back. No, this could be a friend. This could be work related. Advice for you. Advice for you with dealing with this person here, to keep the past in the past, but also to allow a new chapter to be born. A new chapter. Death is transformation. Allow the change here to come in place. Allow the change to come in place. Allow the old karmic patterns here, Capricorn energy here, to go. You don't have to play the part with a new person or a person here that you do love and care because another person did you dirty. All right. So I do feel like a mirror effect here. So just be wary of that this week. All right. What Auntie wants to say to you, sweet Virgo, relationships are the mirror right now. We totally see that. Mercury is your ruler. So you'll feel this clearly this week. So past partners or unresolved dynamics may resurface, but do not let it resurface on individuals who may care. This is about communication patterns, not blame. How do you speak when you feel vulnerable? I'm going to repeat this again. How do you speak when you feel vulnerable? Take the blame out. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We're going to move on to Libra. Libra is now up. So I do want to say thank you to Isis and Debbie who fulfilled our sponsors here, but they weren't the only, but we did unlock the collective bonus. So don't go anywhere after your signs are all done, because we do have 2 collective bonuses. We're working our way down. We started off with Pisces, and Aquarius will be last, and then we're going to get into the collective bonuses. So there may be more readings here for you guys this afternoon or evening. Libra is up next. Libra, my scales. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Libra this week. How you feeling going into this week, Libra? The 7 of Swords. So you're keeping to yourself. You're hiding. Why are you hiding? External reason for hiding. 5 of Cups. Oh, you're disappointed. Guilt, shame. You know, this could also be realizing that there's something here that you wanted in the past with all these cups, because that's a 9 of Cups, that maybe this week you're realizing it's not really what you want anymore. So I do feel almost this energy that this Libra here is keeping to themselves, trying to process some grief and disappointments, but also maybe grief and disappointments that it's not even sustained to me anymore. Integration of this 5 of Cups. Yeah, look, I felt it. The Hermit energy. There it is. But you're not soul reflecting. It's like, this is done. I don't have to keep looking at this. I don't have to keep isolating myself about this. I feel like this Libra here is keeping to themselves, but it's also realizing that they can't hide anymore, that this doesn't serve them anymore. So this is for Libra who's wanting to get out. The reaction of the Seven Swords. Yeah, look at this. You're dropping the weight. There's something here that brought you a tremendous amount of disappointment, whether that is a relationship that was platonic, romantic, a way of life, an old version of you. It's like old baggage. And that's kind of, that comes up. Remember, we're in their fields. Let's go back to the astrology report here this week. All right. The retrograde could be bringing this up, but it's something that's where you're being asked here to drop the baggage and not feel guilty about situations that no longer serve you. The greater opportunity for Libra this week. We have the star here reversed. Maybe there was some bitterness here or wanting a closure of some sort. Could have been dealing with Aquarius, but doesn't have to be. This could just be this energy here of, this is usually a card of being seen. This is usually a card here of vulnerability. It's also like the worst is over. And I do feel like this is for a Libra who's realizing the worst is over, but I really haven't let myself shine. And so this Libra here is not quite ready this week to be vulnerable, but they're processing this and saying it's time to let this go. What are they gaining out of this approach? I love this. We got the Eight of Swords here reversed. They're not denying it anymore. They're cutting it out. They're saying, okay, I'm going to be setting some stuff here. I'm not going to let my nervousness take over. I'm not going to let it hijack me in any way, shape, or form. This is you not playing victim anymore to a situation or a specific person, whatever this outcome is. Advice here for you. Let's see what the advice here is for my Libras. Advice here. Yeah, I feel like this has to do with new belief systems, commitment, accountability. You've learned a lot from the situation, but you're also ready to, I love to call this like the guidance or the teacher card, but there's something here about, stepping up into the role here of guidance. Yeah, being very all about, this is your energy. This is who you are, the King of Swords. You're under review with when it comes to commitments, the time and effort you put into places, and the accountability part of what or who you choose when it comes to relationships or work. Okay, so you are completely under review this week, but in a way that's more quiet and pensive. And I feel like that's what the Mercury retrograde energy is with that Pisces season coming in place. All right, Libra. Auntie says, darling, daily routines and health patterns are under review for you this week. If something isn't sustainable, this is the week you're going to notice it. And I do feel like this has to do with a really like a past disappointment, not necessarily a disappointment that's like new. All right. Retrograde asks you to adjust quietly rather than overhaul dramatically. And I do see you doing it quietly here behind the scenes. That's why you're doing it. You're just not isolating yourself anymore. Okay. Small corrections here this week prevent bigger disruptions later. So take your time with making these changes. Just a little small change here, and watch how that shifts your reality. All right. That's what I got here for you, Libra. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio is up. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on here for you. Scorpio, how is your week? How you feeling going into this week? 10 of Pentacles here, reverse. So there's something here. Oh, man. I feel like people are looking at you for answers this week. External reason why. This could be at home or through family, but it's like, I don't want to make this decision. I feel this energy that when you made a decision before, it went sour. Ooh, the 9 of Pentacles here, reverse. So someone here is codependent on you. Now, some of you, this could be a child. Okay. So, but it's a decision here that you feel great responsibility of making this week. Integration of this year, the Queen of Swords. You know, you're going to have to put some discipline in this. You can't always be the good guy or good gal. I feel like you're going to be playing a little bit of a hard ass this week. And this makes you feel uncomfortable because I do feel like you're disciplining this week. You can't always have it your way. You can't always get what you want. We can get what you need, right? So this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy is coming off with the fact that it's like, man, I don't want to put a harsh boundary up, but I also know that you're just very disappointed with an individual here who refuses to step up or who refuses to take accountability. And you're saying, hey, I don't care if we're related. I don't care if we're friends. I don't care if you're my own kid. We got to look at this. You got to take accountability. That's not, some of you are like, that's not how I raised you. And I get it. But your reaction here is being stern. And Scorpio is being stern this week. Yeah. Some of you are grounding, right? And if you're not grounding an individual, you're setting something in place. It's like, no, I'm not going to be the one who bails you out. I can't always be the one who pays you out. So it's a loss, but it's also a loss here of you. I think that somebody here has to pay up or pay off what they owe. And you're doing this because you love this person, you care about them. It's not because you're being a jerk. Bigger opportunity here with this approach here. 3 of Cups. Believe it or not, this person's going to respect you better. They are. Because this person here is going to have better and more appreciation for how you are there for them. You're allowed to be disappointed, but you're also allowed to say, well, I'm sorry that happened, but here's how my part in this is now. And there's something here about you not fixing the situation this week, and you're doing it. You look like, you're doing it. What is Scorpio gaining here? Look at this. So you watch how things shift. It's the best thing that you could do, not just for yourself, but for this person. It's the best thing you could do. And something here, and this person here, something about it coming full circle of them understanding, them getting it. But it's because you took a shot here of saying, I'm not playing Mr. Nice or Mrs. Nice this week. I'm going to be like, no, this is what my boundaries are. But also you need to take accountability for this. This isn't my problem. Advice here for you. Sometimes you just got to leave people in their own shit. Okay, you're intuitively being guided here to walk away from this. You are. I mean, you can't make this up. I mean, 8 of Cups here bound here with the 9 of Wands is Scorpio saying, I'm done. You got to figure this out on your own. I'm not going to allow this to drain me. Some of you drain me financially. Like this is you picking up, creating space for yourself. What Auntie wants to say to you, she says, Scorpio, my intense little phoenixes. Creativity and romance are revisiting you this week, but a past lover Could be a past lover. It could be a creative idea. It could be somebody you love. Something wants another look or some kind of attention. Just be careful you're not romanticizing what once drained you. Ooh, this is really important for you. Depth is lovely, but delusion is not. And you're not Delulu anymore. You're not. You're setting a boundary. All right, that's what I got here for you, Scorpio. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to get to it with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is we still have Capricorn and Aquarius, guys, and then we're going to get into our collective bonuses. Because we got two. We got two thanks to our sponsors. Sagittarius. Let's see how you're feeling going into this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, how is Saggy feeling going into this week? We have the Page of Pentacles here reversed. Someone else got this. I can't remember which sign. You're feeling a little bit burnt out, but you're also feeling a little disappointed here that something's not taking off this week. Let's see the external reason for it. Because you were ready. Someone has their attention somewhere else. You feel cheated out. Some of you feel cheated on. This individual here is focused on another scenario. Some of you, it's their own independence or they're just in it for themselves. What you're realizing here is that you put in a lot of time and effort into something and you were hoping for a new start in the beginning. Integration of this, you're starting to realize this person's full of shit. They were always in it for themselves. They were. Capricorn energy here tells me that this is a person here from your past, pretty disappointed into them, but this could be something that is owed to you financially. Others of you, this person here is just a cheater, liar, or it's always in it for themselves. Some of you, this is a person here who even uses children as their weapon. But I also feel that this person here is, you're done with them. You're not necessarily sparked in it. You just were hoping that this person here would choose to act differently. And this week, they're not choosing to act differently. They're doing the same damn thing. Now, let's see your reaction to this. Is it going to be different? Because retrograde here means, like, how are you going to look at this? Ace of Cups with love. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's almost like cheers. So glad I'm not a part of that this week. You know what? You're just going to look at it with love. And some of you, it's an understanding here of like, it's not my problem. It's not my situation. Bigger opportunity here with that reaction of love, forgiveness here. It's like day and night difference here. Four of Wands reversed. This is someone here you could have been married to. Someone here that is a family member. Could be that too. But this is something here where it's like they're just so conceited. And Sagittarius is just looking this week of going, you know, they had an opportunity here to step up or show up, maybe show up for the kids, maybe show up in a different way. Maybe they owed you something. But this week here, you're realizing, yeah, no, they're still focused on themselves. So selfish. What are you gaining out of this? I think you're gaining a lot. Strength here reversed. You're realizing that an individual does this with everybody. They feed off other people's strength. They use people to the point where they get people sick, or that's what they do. They just recycle. But you know, your strength here is realizing that I don't need to be a part of that anymore. It's just not who I am. And so some of you are really setting, you're just not in delusion about it anymore. I feel like you're responding differently here to an old emotion here when it comes to somebody from your past this week. It's kind of like, cheers. So glad it's not me. So glad it's not me. Advice here for you. Yeah, some of you, it just has to do with the past. Some of you are related to this person. It's like, how could we be so damn different? Maybe you have your shit together. This person doesn't. But you're also realizing that where you put your time and effort is where you grow. And so you are in a mode here of establishing something good for yourself. And you're better off. This is something here where this person here would be a weed anyway. And so you know that. But it doesn't mean that you don't appreciate the weed, because weeds can have some nutrients too. You just have to you got to prune them, right? You got to like look at them. So you're looking at this as a different resource. This relationship played its part for what it is, but you don't have to bring it into your future. And this week you're paying homage to that in a huge way. Okay, huge way. Sagittarius, what Auntie wants to say to you, you sweet little explorer. Home and family dynamics may resurface. We see that. Old conversations, old emotional imprints, and you are not that younger version of yourself anymore. Retrograde is asking you to respond differently than you once did. And I want to say it's with love. Not because of what this person did to you, but you're not going to let someone take your cup away. Right. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on here to Capricorn. Capricorn is up next. Where are my Cappies at? We got quite a few people on. I can't tell how many. I'm assuming around like 60 on YouTube, but I got quite a few people on Facebook and the other places too. But don't be shy, guys, if you were watching here. Some of you were watching the replay, so you're not watching the live, but don't be shy. Say hello. Yeah, I was going to say most of them are probably on YouTube. The numbers fluctuate. Hey, Vanessa, welcome back. Here we go. Hey, Shafee? Shafee? Hopefully I'm saying it right. It's like the longest tag ever. All right. Capricorn, welcome. Welcome to the subscribers. Capricorn, how are you feeling going into this week? Oh, Hangman, you're trying to gain a new perception on something, but this is different. You know, he's not hung upside down. So this is something here where you're feeling exhausted. You know, you need to do this. You know, you need to take a time out. Could need to do paperwork here. You know, we're also in tax season. So it could be something here where it's like, I don't want to do it, but I know I got to do it. There's something here where you need to get something done this week. External reason. Four of Swords. Yeah. So the quicker you get this done this week, you will be able to have a rest. And I think that's what's needed for you. You're just very tired. You're feeling very burnout. You want room and space here to breathe. Nothing is reversed yet. Okay. Queen of Cups here. So you're listening to your intuition and you're doing some things that feel uncomfortable this week. But I also feel very tired, energetically zapped. You know, but I also feel this energy of like crossing your T's and making sure your I's are, you know, dotting your I's, but you're listening to your intuition. And it's like, I need to get this done so that I can have a break. I can have some rest. And some of you may be creating some break or maybe you're taking a day off. I don't know. But Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio says that you're trying to be very intuitive and very loving and understanding. But you also know that you have to gain a new perception on how things are going. And I feel like this isn't working for you anymore. There are certain things that you're doing in your life that just don't serve you anymore. You know that. So you got to change some things up. So this could be changing, you know, how you do your schedule. This could be relationships. I think you're just kind of doing a reassessment of everything, but it's like, it's due. It's time. Reaction here. It's time. It's time to have a clean slate. It's time to get this done. You might even be purging this week, okay? You're looking at this, rolling up your sleeve and taking an opportunity to look at something differently. Greater opportunity of that 4 swords here, the high priestess. You don't want to ignore this. You are learning to trust your intuition. Do things now so that you have room and space so that you can take a break. You feel exhausted this week, but you're going to do it anyway. You may also feel a little bit of brain fog if you get yourself into the mode here of keep doing. So make sure that when you do stuff, you don't get to the point where you're burning yourself out. You need to get a start. And once you get started, you're going to get that momentum. I feel it for you. I feel it. You just don't want to miss the chance, because I feel like in the past you may have missed a chance here to maybe you procrastinated, maybe you waited too long, but this week you're not waiting too long. You're like, nope, getting it done. I just feel very busy this week here for you. Bigger meaning here, 7 of Cups. You're reevaluating, reassessing here your options and what emotionally serves you, suits you. Some of you, it's even realizing a relationship doesn't serve you anymore. It's like, I can't, I got to look at this differently. Some of you are breaking up with somebody. Others of you, it's like just filing paperwork or getting things situated for yourself. Advice here for you, Capricorn. Advice here from Spirit. Look at this. Passing the test here with Judgment. I love this. All right. Doing things differently. It's like, let's just get it done instead of worrying about it. Instead of talking about it, instead of procrastinating about it, I'm just going to get it done. I'm just going to start. I'm going to sign up for that class. I'm going to, throw that old, I don't know, you got some old clothes or something. Maybe not throw, maybe donate. But you're getting rid of things that no longer serve you this week. And this is going to be huge for you. Huge. You're going to feel so much better about this. Okay. Because in the past, it was like, oh, I missed the fucking window. No, Capricorn, you're not missing the window this week. You just are lethargic because your body's not used to it. It's just not used to it. Okay. What Auntie wants to say to you, my darling strategist, communication is everything this week. Make sure you double check your messages, clarify tone, and remember, retrograde may bring a sibling, neighbor, or old contact back into the orbit. Be precise, not defensive. Watch what you put your time and effort into this week. Precision is power. That's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below, and don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. Capricorn, your reading too will be released tomorrow inside the vault, your timeless tarot reading. It's the energy of the current energy going into the next 30 days. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you become a member over at Harmonia Friends Community. What are you talking about, Papa? Papa's cooking. You are welcome. Stay tuned, though, because we have more collective readings, so don't go anywhere. There's 2 more collective readings after this, okay? We just have Aquarius up next. Reminder, too, now that we are on the final sign, but not the final reading. Mm-hmm. If you are new to the bonus train or the faded dice, yeah, it's these guys, all right? This would be the time here to put your energy into the reading itself. So go ahead, comment bonus with the sign, hoping that the dice will roll your dice for your sign. But also it helps the channel grow because a lot of people leave thinking that the readings are done. And no, we have 2 collective bonuses. One, because we have amazing sponsors. So that's awesome. But also a lot of people here also forget that, if you like the video, it actually helps my channel. So make sure you're liking the video too. So make sure you guys went ahead and did that. And of course, if you are subscribed to the channel, you're going to want to make sure you hit all notifications because I do go live and I set up my schedule ahead of time, all the time, so that you can see when I'm scheduled next live. And I do have a next live coming up here. Well, Tuesday, because we're already starting in March energy. So we got to get the March general readings out here. And then we have the love readings on Friday, not just for specific people you were dealing with, but I also do love readings for singles. Yes, you get 2 readings for each zodiac sign. So make sure that you guys are subscribed so you get those notifications when I go live, and set your notifications. All right. I love Australia too. My home away from home. Back in the day, I went to school out in Australia, Bond Uni, on the in Queensland. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see how you're feeling going into this week. Aquarius, what's going on for you? Here we go. We have the 2 of Wands here reversed. Don't worry. Something here is coming back up in the past here. Something here where you may have had missed an opportunity. An opportunity is coming back up. An opportunity here that you may not have been ready for. Okay, let's see the external reason for why it's coming back up here for you. Could be because of retrograde. External reason here. Oh, this is nice. Aquarius, something's coming back around. You got a new shot on this. You got a new shot on this. Now, when I think of the clown, it's like, oh my God, am I putting myself back out there again? Am I going to be a clown? But you're being optimistic in a really big way. What's integrating here for my Aquarius for this week? We have the 10 of Pentacles here, reverse. I just want to say that I feel like something's coming back around. Something here you may have not been ready for. Maybe this is an opportunity here. Maybe this is something that you dismissed and wish you did. But I feel that this is something at one point where you would have loved to have been a part of this group, love to have been part of this family. Others of you, it's a reunion of some sort. Doesn't feel like home. All right. But I feel like there's an opportunity here to make sure you don't bring in the past disappointments. You are evaluating some past disappointments too, about things that maybe you took instead of going a direction that you should have done. The reaction of this 2 of Wands here, the 6 of Wands here, reverse. It's like some of you feel that you made a wrong decision. It's like, why did I wait so long? Or why did I choose the path that I did? So there could be some evaluation going on for this Aquarius this week, but it's something that it didn't really pan out the way that you planned it to. It didn't, but it's over. That's the good part. It's over. The disappointment, that's from the past, but it may be reflected here because you're seeing an opportunity here to revisit a scenario. I like this for you. Greater opportunity here. The greater opportunity here, and this is what's amazing, is collaboration. But others of you, this doesn't necessarily mean like getting back together with somebody. It could also be creating the space of the opportunity here that now you feel that it is the right time to do so. You had to do something on your own. You had to pick that for a reason. Whatever you chose that you are kind of disappointed that you chose that direction, it's coming back around here so you can choose differently. Are you going to take advantage of this? Or are you going to look at this as going, oh my gosh, it's not possible? Because the external reason of this is the queen. I'm sorry, not the queen. The Fool. I don't know why it's a queen, but maybe a queen's coming out here. Maybe some of you identify as a queen. But the Fool energy here is being very optimistic and looking at something here with a fresh start. And I feel like it's a fresh perspective on how you collaborate with others or work with partners. Maybe you need to do something on your own first before you took this. Greater meaning here. Greater meaning here. Look at this. We got the King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Your heart space is opening this week. You're not going to live all your moves, but this is, I don't feel like you're going to list all your moves, but this is someone here who's very compassionate, loving, understanding, forgiveness, but also following your heart this week. Even if you have fear of rejection or things not going your way, I feel this energy here of self-worth. You deserve love. You deserve happiness. So I feel like something big is coming for you, or you're taking initiation to it this week. Advice for you. Oh, there's the queen. I said I felt a queen energy. Queen of Wands energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, this could be another individual, could be dealing with a fire sign here, or this could be you finally seeing your worth and having confidence here to be inspired and do something here outside of your comfort zone and just loving it. Okay. There's a lot of intense passion here for you this week, which is beautiful. I love this for you. What's combined here with that Queen of Wands energy, Spirit? What advice do we have here? Yeah, this had to do with something that you were stuck on or you couldn't see at one point. But now you have the courage to do so. You went through something and it had a pattern. You had to. All right. The final message here for you, Aquarius, from Auntie is my visionary. Money and self-worth are under quiet revision here for you this week. Are you charging what you're worth? Are you accepting less than you deserve? Retrograde is not here to scare you. It's here to recalibrate your value system. You are worth it. Go after what you desire. That's what I got here for you, Aquarius. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side, and we're going to get to it. We've got 2 bonuses, guys. 2 bonuses coming up here with the Faded Dice. Hey, Tammy. Good to see you. If it's quiet over there, Tammy, everybody's on YouTube. That's why. All the crowd is on YouTube, but you can still see everybody here. We can see you. All right. So did everybody get into it with the bonus train? You have one more shot here to put the energy of your sign and comment bonus if you want your energy put into this reading, but also lets me know that you're here. Would like to do a roll call to see who is here. Let me know if you're here because there's a lot of people here watching the replay. Want to remind you that we have a giveaway going on here at Harmonia called the Harmonics February giveaway. The deadline is next Saturday, and there are only 10 entries left. So once you become a member, it's a small monthly fee, but you gain access to an entire vault. And it's not just readings, guys, especially if you do tier 2, which is the Fool's Journey one. Because I'm not just a reader, I'm also a teacher. So there's a lot of things over there regarding some of the channel messages and discounts galore when it comes to my classes and so forth and the digital marketing stuff that I'm doing. So it's pretty cool. Some stuff that's coming out in there. But what we're giving away here is the harmonics. And this is cool. We got this really cool electronic sound bowl, great for meditation. It kind of gives you the sound bowl feel, and you can let it be automated depending on whatever hertz you want, or you can actually use this as a sound bowl using your hand, and it will still do the kind of tones and everything. It also comes with one of my packages itself, which is the Soul Anchor session. It's a popular one. It used to be called Harmonia session, but it's a 90-minute session one-on-one with me virtually where we tune in with the multi-dimensional essence here, whether we're going into the Akashic records, but I'm really going into your energetic field, and we see what comes up here for you through messages or areas here that you may see or not realize that are some blockages here so that you can fix yourself, because I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to help you. So I just walk with you through that journey. So if that's something that interests you, this is a package that you can get. Plus, there's a lot of intuitive prizes that go with that. Outside of that, like I said, I will be back here on Tuesday for your general March reading. So make sure you guys set your notifications when you do so. Okay. All right, let's get to it. Star, are you ready? You ready for the giveaway? Okay, here we go. Let's roll the dice. We have Aries. Aries is in the house. And Scorpio. Scorpio is here. We have Cancer. Cancer is here. We have Aquarius. Aquarius is back in the house. Just feel like we just did it again. We also have Gemini here. And we have Sagittarius. So those are the signs here with the energy that come through. If you have those placements in your chart, this reading here may be for you. And if none of them come in place, just listen. There might be something energetically you need to hear, but we also have a collective bonus here from our sponsors. So stay tuned. Thank you, Star. So we have Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, and Sagittarius. All right, collective, let's see how you're feeling going into this week. Hierophant. Feel like you're, there's a lot of things going down here this week. I feel like you are very busy. This could be very work oriented, but time is money is what I just heard. It's like I just feel like a busy week for you this week. All right, if you're not working, this is someone here who's as like tending to the home. Yeah, there's 4 of Cups here. It's not something you want to do, but you're doing it because it's the right thing to do. So you know what? Who had this reading? I think it was Capricorn, where they were just getting things done and they don't want to miss an opportunity here to just take care of it. So you're committed this week. It's just part of who you are. Taurus energy. Yeah. I also feel like in the past, you may have jumped the gun and tried to get certain things done way ahead of time or procrastinated thinking that you could do it and then missed it. But this week here, you're really evaluating some of the ways that you try to manipulate the universe. And by manipulating, I mean like you ask for the same thing and then you do check-ins. So this week you're like, listen, I'm not going to check in. I'm just going to believe in myself and believe that whatever I put my time and effort into, I'm going from student to teacher and I'm going to not miss this ride. I'm not going to miss this ride. All right. And it may not be stuff that I like to do, but I'm going to know that it's worth it for me in the end. It is. I'm not going to try to control the situation. You're staying in your lane. You're trusting the universe. Your reaction here with the Hierophant here with commitment, King of Cups. Okay. There's a lot of emotions here. Thank you. Thank you for the $5 donation. There's a lot of emotions here that are driven by this. Okay. You truly are realizing not only do you have belief in yourself, but you believe that something good is coming your way out of this. And this is huge. So you're having trust, you're having faith, you're listening to your higher self, but more importantly, you're listening to God or the universe in a sense here of like, I got you. So you're trusting big this week. Okay. You're doing the work. Bigger opportunity here with that King of Cups energy and that 4 of Cups here below it. Okay. Hangman. Okay. This is not going to be a sacrifice that was for nothing. It's not going to be for nothing. It's you choosing to do something differently to gain a new perception. But it's not going to be an answer that you receive this week. It's you putting your nose to the grind here, putting the effort into this, and seeing how it comes and unfolds later for you. Yeah. When it's ready, it will come. You will get word of it. But this is you cutting the bullshit out when it comes into thinking you know best. Okay. You put out your dreams, you put out your desires, you ask for help, you ask for assistance, and the universe says you have to trust me. And so you're like, okay, I'm going to put the moves here and my belief systems to the test. And I'm going to love and trust and realize that I just need to be patient with how this unfolds. Advice here for you, collective. Ooh, I knew it. You're going to be happy about this. This is something that's coming down later down the road for you. Later. I feel like this is something that's going to bring you great joy. Something that's going to feel very much like fulfillment, but you'll have so much appreciation for this because it's something that is going to feel new to you because you trust it. The 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, baby. It is. It Stop. You are seen, you are validated, you are going to put the work in here, and it's going to be stuff here where you were like, this isn't the way I expected it to do. I thought I had some hiccups here, but whatever assistance you're getting, you are doing it. You are doing it. The final message here for you from Auntie is, darlings, eclipse energy is building. So remember, we're in between that solar and lunar eclipse energy this week. So identity and relationships are front and center. You are seeing where you've been shrinking and where you've been evolving this week. This week is less about dramatic endings and more about awareness. Patterns are going to reveal themselves in due time. Auntie says, notice what feels heavy. Notice what feels aligned. The eclipse will magnify whatever you refuse to acknowledge. That's what I got here for you. All right, guys, if that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We got one more unlock bonus here. One more. Thank you for your extra donation. We are putting you on the sponsor list here. We do appreciate it. We do appreciate it. Guys, put some hearts out there if you are watching this live right now. We have one more unlock bonus here, but those hearts go to the sponsors here. We got Corabelle, Barbara, Debbie, Isis, Wildflower, Chafee. All of you guys here, extra love because it only can be paid tenfold coming back to you with those sponsors. So give them the love because not only do they put the energy and effort into this, they unlocked it for you. So that is how this tribe grows, and that's how vibration works. It sure is. All right, let's get the dice ready. Star, you know what my next question is. Are you ready? I'm waiting for Star. She's ready. I don't know who Tess is, but I think you meant yeah. I don't know who Tess is, but we got Virgo. Virgo is in the house. We have Scorpio. Scorpio is in the house. Who else do we have here? We have Aries. Aries is here. We have Pisces. Pisces is here. Who else do we have? Ooh, my lions. My lions are here. Leo. One more, Spirit. One more. Who do we got? We have, who is this? Capricorn. Capricorn is also in the house. Did we get all the air signs? It felt like it. Or maybe we got Taurus last one. I don't remember. Let's give Star a second. All right, so this is it. We got Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Leo, and Capricorn. If this is in your chart, this reading here may be for you. Okay. Don't forget, with the sponsor readings, we always go an extra row. We always do. All right, collective. How are you feeling going into this week? Two of Wands here, reverse. Another sign got that. So you're being redirected. Why are you being redirected? Something here about the past is coming back. Ooh, Page of Pentacles here reversed. You got someone here from your past coming up, or a past situation here where at one point you really wanted this. You really did. Oh, this person is childish, arrogant, two-faced. Dang. What's the integration of this for my collective? Ooh, 9 of Cups. You know why? Because you're doing well. Whatever the situation is, it's because you passed it up. You did want it at one point, but you also passed whatever this opportunity was. And this does not have to be romantic, okay? But there was something here where you were redirected not to go that direction. But you also have someone here who's freaking childish when it comes to seeing jealousy, I hear, about you being chill, you being good. Things are going in your favor. Clarify that 2 of Wands. 3 of Cups here reverse because they're not in it. This is something here where you anticipated this person to always be in your circle. This could be a friend. This could be family. This could be an ex. But it's something where it's like, I left myself choice here that it wasn't for me anymore. It's not working for me. All right. External reason for this person to be so damn pouty. Because things aren't going in their favor. You know, I also feel this is the energy. If you are doing well financially, this is a person who's like, all of a sudden, like, you owe me. You owe me. Like an unexpected bill out of nowhere. This person feels like you owe them something. All right. But here's the thing. They can't hold on to this. They can't sustain this. This is a person here who always assumed that they could do something, offer something grandiose, but they can't even hold it. They would lose it so quickly. They would mishandle this like easily. So they mishandled here. Some of you, this person here, you gave money to for an investment and it went sour. You're like, I ain't doing that again. But it's coming up this week for a reason. It's not new. This is old. It's an old situation here. We're in that Mercury energy. And you know what's so weird about this? There's a part of you that was like, I saw this coming. It's like you wake up from this, you're like, I knew this shit was going to happen. Yeah. The 4 of Swords here with the 4 of Cups here is like, really? Now you think I'm the prize? Now you think I'm a prize? Now you wake up? Now you miss me? Now you want it? Now you want to apologize? Now? All right. Let's see how you're reacting to this. How is my collective here? Like, oh, you're listening. You're entertaining this. But the King of Cups does not give their moves away. Okay. You got your glasses on, so you're doing a poker face here. Okay, what you got? You're listening to it. You're not allowing this person here to, 9 of Cups here with this is a 10 of Cups. This is you feeling so much in your lane. You are so unbothered by this. You are. But you are holding back and to not give a reaction to this individual. Bigger opportunity. What is the bigger opportunity for this? Look at this 8 of Wands to watch somebody make a freaking move. This is so typical when you start doing well and someone here all of a sudden wants your light because you pulled your energy back or because you pulled away or because you're just doing well and they want it. But it's like they come out of nowhere. So be collective, be wary of the individuals here who are like, hey, how are you? Or those faint texts of, I've been thinking about you. Or here's one, I miss you. Or I just, can we talk? There's something here about the surface level of this individual. They're so quick to make communication, so quick to make a move because they feel like you got something that they want, but they also feel owed. So this could be a person here who could just want to put their foot back into the door and not really be established or matured. And I know they're not mature because it's the Page of Pentacles here reverse. So it's not someone here who's coming off as a king or a queen. Now, some of you got the King of Pentacles here is because you are in a really healthy relationships. Others of you, it's because you've created that sovereignty yourself. What is my collective gaining out of this connection here? The Tower. It ain't your shit. It's their shit. This isn't a direct hit to you. This is a person here who either fumbled you, took something from you, and wants to restart with you, or to see if the door is back open, because this person ain't doing well. They're not doing well financially. They're not doing well. If they went towards something, they ain't doing well. They're not. Advice for you with dealing with this person, because I feel it. This is something here that you actually wanted in the past. It is. But sometimes things have to work behind the scenes, But this person here has been trying to manifest you back. It's not going in their favor. So now their hands here is to show you the light. Okay. The Magician energy here is how things are going in your favor. Be prepared, because you have an opportunity that is much larger in your hands already, and this person comes back. All right. Now I'm going to clarify with that Two of Pentacles, because some of you are choosing to decide to entertain this, let person in, or listen. But Spirit's saying, be wary, because this is also Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, where you demand the truth, honesty, and being authentic. All right. You can still listen to a person out, but I feel that you have to be very logical with this approach of why this person is coming now. It's because things aren't going well, but they see something in you that's going right. So I think that since you have been away from this individual, they're realizing the light was you. It was you. The final message here from Auntie is this. Auntie says, my loves, this blood moon is coming up and is not subtle. We're not in it yet, okay? But it's asking you to look at the relationship you have with yourself that's coming up here, okay? And you're in the pre-shadow phase of this, if there's anything to say. So you can prepare for this week, is what she's saying. Who are you when no one is watching? These are the questions to ask yourself. Who are you becoming when you stop performing? This isn't about cutting people off dramatically. It's about internal alignment this week. What you're going to is an eclipse energy that is amplifying what is misaligned with your identity now. If someone feels shaky, it's because you're outgrowing it. Do not panic. Do not react. You're being asked this week to observe. I have chills. I remember channeling this. Soft inside and honest outside. You are not losing yourself. You are refining yourself this week. You are here to evaluate this week. Right? All right, guys, that's what I have for the readings here this afternoon. Like I said, more messages are always over in my community. 2 tiers to choose from, really small monthly fees, and you gain access to the entire damn vault, because I'm not here to give you paid readings for each extension. You get the whole vault. So you can play with your intuition and see what shines for you. Everything is timeless over there. So just play around with it. All right. Thank you so much, Star, for moderating, and to all of our sponsors for this evening. I will be back here on Tuesday. You guys take care, and good luck for those of you who are dealing with a storm. Okay. Be safe out there. Okay. Bye, guys.